Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he wants security guarantees as U.S. President Donald Trump seeks to end the war in Ukraine. AP Washington correspondent Sagar Meghani reports.
Meeting in Munich with Vice President J.D. Vance, Volodymyr Zelensky says he's looking forward to working out how to stop the war.
Really, we want peace very much, but we need real security guarantees.
That came shortly after Zelensky said he'll only agree to meet in person with Russian leader Vladimir Putin after a common peace plan is negotiated with President Trump. Zelensky says the president's assured him Putin wants peace too.
I hope that you will pressure him because I don't trust him.
The president has upended 3 years of U.S. backing for Ukraine, suggesting Kyiv will not join NATO and will likely have to cede territory Russia has seized the past 11 years. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
The head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog, Rafael Grossi, said on Friday radiation levels remained normal after a Russian drone damaged the Chernobyl nuclear plant's radiation containment shelter in the early hours of Friday.
What happened last night or in the early hours of this morning was an attack with a drone, with a conventional explosive charge, which affected superficially the roof of the containment, the new containment sarcophage there, which is by itself a very serious thing. We were able to determine that there had not been any compromise into the radiation area, and there hasn't been any release.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the drone struck the shelter of the destroyed power unit at the plant, causing a fire that has since been extinguished. This is VOA News. Rwandan-backed M23 rebels in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo have taken control of the strategic Kavumu airport that serves Baku, the region's second biggest city, according to the Rebel Alliance and a civil security source on Friday. VOA's Christina Manenti has more.
The rebels have been trying to push south towards Bukavu since they seized Goma, the largest city in eastern Congo, at the end of last month. The capture of Bukavu, the capital of South Kivu province, would represent an unprecedented expansion of territory under the M23's control and deal a further blow to Kinshasa's authority in the east. 2 people who work at the airport, mostly used for NGO and military flights, told Reuters earlier on Friday that it had been effectively closed. Congolese forces had already removed equipment, including drones and military aircraft. A spokesperson for the Rebel Alliance that includes M23 said in a post on X that the rebels were in control of the airport and surrounding areas. Christina Manenti, VOA News.
Authorities say the suspect in the car ramming attack in Munich that injured 39 people appears to have had an Islamic extremist motive, but there's no evidence that he was involved with any radical network. The 24-year-old Afghan, who arrived in Germany as an asylum seeker in 2016 and lived in Munich, was arrested after driving his Mini Cooper into a labor union demonstration in the Bavarian city on Thursday. A prosecutor said that the suspect said Allah Akbar, or God is great, at police, then prayed after his arrest. Pope Francis is hospitalized to treat bronchitis and undergo tests as weekend events are canceled. AP correspondent Karen Shamus reports.
Pope Francis will be hospitalized at Rome's Gemelli Polyclinic at the end of Friday's daily audiences. The Vatican said in a statement that Francis will undergo some necessary diagnostic tests and continue his ongoing treatment for bronchitis in the hospital.
Buongiorno.
Francis was diagnosed with bronchitis last Thursday, but he has continued to hold daily audiences in his Vatican hotel suite and preside over general audiences. He even presided at an outdoor mass last Sunday. He has, however, handed off his speeches for an aide to read aloud, saying he was having trouble breathing. I'm Karen Shamas.
A U.S. federal judge in Seattle has paused President Trump's executive order halting federal support for gender-affirming care for transgender youth under 19. U.S. District Court Judge Lauren King issued a temporary restraining order on Friday. The decision came one day after another federal judge in Baltimore temporarily blocked Trump's directive for 14 days. Democratic attorneys general from Washington State, Oregon, and Minnesota argue the order discriminates against transgender people.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.